There are 7 lessons that made me $700,000 online at the age of 22, and the first one is that it's all about you. So if I could tell the first thing to my younger self, who wanted to make money, who was broke, who was watching videos like this, who was overwhelmed and didn't know who to listen to and what to do, and was impatient and didn't know if it's gonna work or not, he was still watching these videos, and like he had some friends that he stopped being friends with, but then he didn't have new friends yet, and then he was overthinking it and had like negative emotions and doubt to that younger self of me. I would tell, it's all about you. It's not about everyone else. It's not about your friends. It's not about other things, luck or something, right? If you want to become successful, if you want to make money, if you want to grow, the first thing to understand is that it's all about you, right? It's entirely your fault, and it's just you have the results that you deserve, right? It's because of your beliefs, it's because of your actions, it's because of your paradigm and how you think. And the first thing I did that helped me, because back then I was making about $4 a month, and the first thing I did that changed my life was every single night I was listening to audiobooks, right? I was listening to successful people, to best-selling authors. Why? Because I wanted to have their beliefs, right? Because I needed completely different paradigm. I needed to stop thinking like a broke person so I could make money. So that's the first thing that I did. And I even remember when I was sleeping in a room where also my grandmother was sleeping, because I was still living with my parents, and we had a relatively large family. And she was always saying, "Hey Howard, like, why are you not listening to these things? Why are you not sleeping?" And it was still 1 or 2 a.m. And with my headphones, I was there and laying there, but listening to all these thoughts and to all these things from successful people and changing who I am, right? And that was the first thing that really helped me, because that helps you to change the beliefs. Because we can talk about the next steps, you can keep watching videos from other people and other YouTubers or videos like this, but you won't make real progress unless you change your beliefs, right? Because they will keep sabotaging you and they will keep holding you back from your goals. So that's the first thing I would tell to my younger self. So if you can remember this, please do. It's all about you, your beliefs. So if you keep listening to stuff from successful people, it changes your thoughts, right? Literally, in a literal sense, and you will change your beliefs and actions. And ultimately, that's the first thing that will help you to make more progress. The second thing I learned that made me a lot of money is it's more important about what you are in than how hard you row. And this is a quote from Warren Buffett, who is worth $100 billion. And how I use this principle is, back then when I was making that $4 a month, I was just creating memes for an influencer, right? I was, 14, 15 years old, right now I'm 22, so it was a long time ago. And I was just, creating memes. I learned how to do Photoshop and how to edit it and all that stuff. And I was getting paid that much because I didn't have much leverage, right? I was in a vehicle, I was in a boat that didn't have the potential, at least for me, to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a relatively short period of time. So what I did is I started looking, okay, what most people are successful with, right? And what I've seen is that most people, and I started searching on YouTube how to make money online, and I've tried 20 different things. I had a soccer Instagram page I was trying to grow, and billion other things that I don't even remember. There's so many things I tried, but at the moment that I thought, okay, all these people that are telling me how to make money on YouTube are posting YouTube videos and making money with YouTube. So probably that's the smartest thing, because that's the best bot, right? That's the most leveraged thing. And what I did is I started doing YouTube videos. And I started with faceless YouTube channels that made me my first few $100,000. I have videos about it on this channel. If you go click most popular, some of these videos are about that, and with all of the proof, and you can go and check it out if you want to. But I started making YouTube videos, right? And that was a greater bot that I was in, because I already was in a vehicle that millions of people were making a lot of money with, and I knew that it gives you leverage, right? So I paid attention to what worked for people. I stopped listening to what they are saying, and I stopped watching what they are doing, and I did the same thing, and that's what helped me become successful as well. So it's more important what boat you are in than how hard you row. So make sure that you are in the right opportunity vehicle. That's really, really important. The third step that I would tell to my younger self, and I learned that was really important, was proximity. So it's about who, not how, right? A lot of people think, hey, how am I gonna make 10K a month? How am I gonna become a millionaire? How am I gonna make this much money? Or how am I gonna retire my parents? Or buy this thing? Or do this? Or grow this? Or whatever, right? But it's not about how, it's about who. It's about who you need to listen to. It's about who you need to be surrounded with. Because if there are other people doing it successfully, if you just watch their content, if you join their groups, free communities, buy their books, anything. You don't have to pay. If you do these things, you are gonna automatically learn how they're doing it because you will watch them, right? If you want to become, let's say, a bodybuilder, right? You can sit there and learn how to do that and try. Or you can go to the gym with 10 bodybuilders, and I promise you in a month you will already know 99% of the stuff that you need to know to become successful. So number 3, proximity is not about how, it's about who. Who you listen to, who you are surrounded with, who is helping you, who you are looking up to, and if you do these things, it will help you to become more successful. Number 4 is speed. This is probably my number 1 mistakes that I've made, and till to this day I'm making this mistake a lot of the times, which is speed, right? And what this means is that whenever you have an idea, the faster you test it with the smallest sample, the more progress you're gonna make. Because we all sit there and watch these YouTube videos and watch courses and prepare and see what's the best thing to do and do all these things, but we never take enough action, right? But if you move with speed and if you do it really fast, you can be successful. Let me give you a practical example. So recently we started a community that made us over $50,000 in less than 31 days. I believe it's already, or 32. I don't remember. But I made a video about it, one of the last videos. But for that community, what I did is I waited for 9 months to start it. I was planning, I was thinking, should it be called Achieve Greatness? Should it be called something else? Is it a good name? Is it a bad name? What I need to do, right? And is it gonna be successful? But the moment I started it, right, I made $50,000 a month. I'm not promising you're gonna do this. I had some audience, I had some leverage that I built that helped me. But I promise you, if you right now start taking more action with speed, if you move quickly, right, you will be able to make more progress, just because when you test things with speed, you can quickly see that it's not working and stop it and try something else, or just quickly try something and see it's working and go all in and make it work, right? This is one of the biggest mistakes I've made. I'm always like thinking, preparing for 3 months, 6 months, a year, but if you just do it fast, you can achieve 10 times more things. Each time I did this in my life, I made so much money. Just when I said I'm gonna just right now do it, right? You maybe want to learn how to make YouTube videos, or how to learn to edit videos, or how to make money online with the coaching business or high ticket business, or whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do, whatever is your goal. I promise you, there's things that you are right now putting off and think, oh, I will learn that, oh, it's hard. The sooner you start, if you start today, it's gonna be one of the best decisions that you could make in your life. Imagine if there's one thing that you could do now, that in 1 year, like, you would be so grateful that so many things changed, and one of these things that you could do right now is just doing it with speed. So nothing stops you after this video, or even right now, going and doing it. So I highly recommend you to do this. I would rather have you do this right now and don't even watch this video than just not do this. So please, I want you to win for that. Please, telling this to my younger self, act fast, act with speed. Number 5, which is also very similar with speed, is track your actions, right? A lot of us track our ideas, right? You probably have heard or read books that, hey, you need to have an incoming list of ideas, have a Google document, or have a notes on your app, and whenever you have ideas, put them there, right, and track your ideas. And that's a good tip, and I'm even doing it. But what's even more important is tracking your actions, right? Because when you start tracking your actions, not ideas, not the videos that you watch, not the things that you learn, the things that you do or did today, you just see how little you do. And every time I'm doing this, I'm ashamed of myself. That you need to track your actions. And when you track, you say, oh my God, I'm doing nothing. What did I do today, right? And then that forces you to actually do more. Because it's not about how many ideas you have, how many thoughts, what actually you did, what you accomplished today. What is the things that you have done? Have you completed? The things that will move forward your business, your life, right? So let me know, what did you do, right? It's very hard. Like for me, today I know I recorded 3 YouTube videos, for example, right? And it's not even much. I need to do way more. I need to do way more things. But now when I'm talking about this and this video, I'm gonna track that to the next thing, so I can just look at it and objectively know that I've actually accomplished things today. And one pro tip for this that can help you is you can plan tomorrow today, right? So you can say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do this. Okay, and you can ask yourself, if I could do only one thing tomorrow, what would have the highest positive impact on my life? And you can put that as number 1 priority. And then the same question you ask yourself, put number 2, number 3. And then you can have like anywhere from 1 to 5 important things that you can do the next day. And the next day when you wake up and when you're gonna work, you need to do these things. And then track your progress by the things that you did. Do this, you will be amazed at how little you do, how little we all do, and how much better we can get. And it will really help you. Cool. The next thing, number 6, is attract, right? By the way, I'm looking at this board because that's where my notes are about these 7 points I just wrote. But yeah, number 6 is attract, don't chase. And I'm not saying this from a woo-woo perspective. I'm saying this from a perspective of whenever someone is, let's say, making YouTube videos, right? Most people think, oh, I want to get views. How to get views? I want to make money. But if you change your mindset and say, how can I make videos? How can I make so many videos, so good videos, that people want to watch it? And then you solve the problem of you wanting to get views. Is that most of the time we are too focused on ourselves, on what we want, right? But if you focus on whatever you want, what you need to do to get it, and you just focus on doing it, you will attract success automatically, right? Instead of saying, oh, how do I sell this course? Say, how can I make a course and an offer and have so much proof and credibility and goodwill, right? That like when I present the course, everyone wants to buy the course. So if you don't even ask yourself this question, how can you build it? How can you build abundance when you're not even thinking about it? It's not possible. But if you think this way, how can I become so good that I always have more clients that want to work with me than people I can actually work with? And that's why the way a situation that we right now have. We have people, we grew to 100 members, one of our paid communities that made us 50K, and about 85% of everyone came from referrals. People telling people. Imagine, right? And I designed it that way. I designed it. How can I give people results and how can I work hard for that? So then clients can just come, right? So that's very, very important. Focus on attracting. Focus on not only what you want, what you need to do to just become undeniable and the success just comes to you. Don't chase butterflies. Build a beautiful garden that butterflies come to you, right? It's very important. If you think this way, everything will change. If you say, oh, my Instagram Reels aren't getting views, right? Oh, this isn't working. How can I make an Instagram Reel so good that like it will be unreasonable to not get views? How can I make the best Instagram Reel ever in the world that if Netflix sees it, they want to hire me as a videographer? For like, this is absurd, right? But even if you think that way, your reel will be so much better than, oh, I'm not getting, and then you have this needy energy rather than saying, I'm gonna become so good, so the things come. And you start working on that. Cool. Number 7, time. Time is important, and here's why. I love this funny analogy which says, you can't have a baby in a month if you make 9 women pregnant, right? And it's a funny example, but it's true. No matter what you do, having a child is gonna take approximately 9 months, most of the time, right? Which means there are some things that you can't rush the process. So if you understand it's all about you and you change your paradigm and beliefs, you put yourself in a better boat, right? In something that you know will just the vehicle itself, the market itself is gonna help you become successful. Of course, you also need to work hard, but you position yourself in a good way, in something that is high leverage. For example, making these YouTube videos is way better than me just going and doing 100 Zoom calls with everyone. Because this video, 100 people can watch it or more, right? Cool, so what you're in is important. Proximity, who, not how. Surround yourself with people that already are doing and have done the things that you want to do, and the how will take care of itself. The next thing is speed. You have ideas, the faster you test, the faster you fail, you are gonna make 10 times more progress. Track your actions, not just ideas. What did you do? You start taking your actions, you will see why you are not getting the results that you wanted, because you are not doing enough most of the time. And once you track them, you are gonna say, oh, okay, now I need to do this. And you start tracking your actions will become better. Because there's a quote that says, what doesn't get measured doesn't get improved, and that's so true, right? And when you start measuring your actions improve as well. The next thing is attract. Don't focus on, oh, no one is watching me. Focus, how can I become worth watching? How can I become worthy that everyone wants to buy from me? Focus on that and the success will come to you in the long term. And number 7, time. You do all these things, still time takes time. Things take, for things to compound and for the second and third order consequences to kick in, so you have that exponential growth, right? You've probably seen that exponential growth, that things are going like this, and boom, right? And that all happens because of time compounding, right? If you go to a gym for a week, you're not gonna see great results. If you upload these videos for 2 days, you're not gonna see results, right? That's why I'm prepared to do this for a decade or more. If you try to have like a successful program or community or course or whatever online business, and you try it for 1 month and it doesn't work, it's not enough time. So you just need to keep going and keep doing it, because if you give time and you stay on the right track, you are gonna automatically become successful. And I will finish this with a quote that says, set up games. When you wait, you win. Because most people's lives, when they wait, their life gets worse and worse and worse and worse. But if you do these things and you give it time, time becomes your ally. With time, things become better and better. Hope this video helped you. If yes, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.